The new Diamondback DB9 R is the latest offering from the workshops of the venerable Diamondback Custom House. Diamondback is a passionate and professional company that builds top-end firearms for both competition and combat. They are renowned for a tight fit and finish, with a no compromise on quality and reliability. Established in 2009, Diamondback Firearms started out by delivering reliable precision machine components for partnering distributors. However, their ability to produce these industry-leading components led them to produce one of the smallest micro-compact 3.8 auto pistols on the market. From there, the offering grew with custom rifles and pistols, with every part being machined or assembled in-house, with materials coming from companies all over the USA. The offering continues to evolve with weapon systems that now include their DB9, AM2, DB rifle series and DB pistol series, with now the DB9R pistol caliber carbine that is taking the security industry and sports market by storm. The 9mm Parabellum carbine platform is making headway in both sporting and security arenas. It is tactically prudent to have a long gun that is chambered in the same caliber as your sidearm. In the Old West of 1890, cowboys were often alone in hostile territory, often far from towns and supplies. They quickly cottoned onto the fact that their lever-action rifles and revolvers should be chambered in the same caliber. This meant one bullet belt with one cartridge type with dual purpose. One box of ammo in the saddlebag was better than hauling around different slugs for all your different guns. Those guys knew then what we are only relearning now in the second decade of a new century. For over 100 years, the 9mm Parabellum cartridge has proven itself a capable man-stopper in an urban gunfight. This very efficient cartridge was used extensively in both pistols and submachine guns in World War II. Testament to the reliability of the round, it holds the honor of being used by armies on opposing sides of the battlefield. From Browning pistols to Sten guns and MP40s, the ability of the 9mm Parabellum was not to be trivialized or discounted. Many of the pistols in that era were experimented with by giving them longer barrels to be able to reach out to further distances, the artillery Luger being a good example of such. By lengthening the barrel, the velocity of the 9mm climbs pleasantly upwards and accuracy increases out to urban combat distances. Squeezing the 9mm Parabellum 115 grain round through a longer 16-inch carbine barrel length instead of your pistol length of 4.5 inches, it's going to bump you up a couple of 100 feet per second more and give you close to 357 Magnum stopping power. Currently, the commonly used alternative to a dedicated 9mm carbine is to take an existing pistol and partially encase it inside a plastic or aluminium after-body kit. This method has its own host of problems. Currently, there is not a true, accurate, reliable symbiosis between a firearm and an aftermarket edition produced by a different company. It takes time to switch out the components and get back into firing position. The barrel length is still only 4.5 inches, and therefore you will only ever achieve pistol velocity. And you are still armed with only one gun, not an ideal situation in a hostile-rich environment. The dedicated 9mm carbine is a solution to these problems. It does not display the over-penetration and collateral damage threat of a 223 that may occur when engaging targets in an urban setting. In all probabilities, you'll be fighting in a built-up area where civilian casualties are a very real possibility. With a smaller profile, diminished recoil, and utilizing a smaller sound and flash signature, the operator's position is not easily given away. Then, for the wicked and warped among you, when fitted with a suppressor and heavier grain ammunition, quieter work becomes an option as well. The Diamondback company has recognized the universal appeal of the Glock 9mm pistol and has molded the magazine well of the DB9R to accept these magazines in all their forms. This includes Glock OEM and aftermarket extended magazines such as drum mags or high-capacity alternatives such as the Magpul P-Mag. Now you can switch magazines flawlessly between your pistol and your long gun without skipping a beat. This is of course presuming you are carrying the Glock pistol as your sidearm, and if not, this is a strong argument to change your loadout. Internally, the Diamondback DB9R carbine is also modeled on the tried and tested Army Strong straight blowback system. This has been proven reliable for decades over entire generations of firearms. The choice to go with the AR-style platform is also ingenious. Many active shooters, law enforcement or serving military that are also already shooting and carrying AR-15 rifles in 223 will immediately feel at home with the ergonomics of the gun. An extendable collapsing stock allows the rifle to be shortened for in-house or vehicle work, or for using in conjunction with body armor during isosceles drills. The stock locks in place anywhere in its travel length to provide a customized but firm shooting platform. A full-length Picatinny rail along the top means that the shooter can fit a set of M-bus pop-up sights and an optic or RMR of personal choice to the carbine for those reach out and touch someone moments. Key-mod attachment witness holes along the sides and bottom of the forend allow the operator to add any infinite amount of light, grip, sighting attachments to suit the mission needs. The trigger has a crisp send-off with no nasty Chinese SKS creep. AR aftermarket trigger kits are also available. Extremely fast follow-up shots allow for super fast double taps, and an insignificant muzzle rise means traversing and getting onto multiple targets is almost as easy as a dry fire routine. For competition shooters, as a sport firearm, using the DB9 R in multi-gun events such as 3-gun and pistol caliber conversion divisions means that you are only loading or reloading one caliber for both your pistol and carbine events of the day. Presuming that you shoot a competition Glock pistol for your events, it also means now that you have one magazine type to think about across the board. One less worry and one less variance to think about when packing your range bag. For sport, less muzzle jump and less flash means quicker target acquisition and follow-up shots than a full-sized AR rifle in larger caliber. At the end of the day, you'll need to think very hard to come up with reasons why not to add the Diamondback to your kit. Sure, there are haters out there who will come up with some moans and gripes about pistol caliber carbines, but at the end of the day, when you run through what you need in an urban setting, at gunfight distances, the DB9R ticks all the boxes, and then some.
How was that?
Look, that is awesome.
Yeah.